Welcome back to another episode of Desire to Inspire podcast. This is the long awaited release of part 2 of Burning Desire with my incredible guest Jordan Hogg, who is a Netflix actor and model. If you haven't watched part 1 already, what are you doing? Link is right above and in the comments and description, so be sure to watch it and then come back. I am very excited to share part 2, which goes really deep. Let's get into it. Last year, I think it was 24th of Jan, the news which I got was that my dad, he passed away, and I didn't share it to pretty much no one. I just shared it to close friends and family already knew and stuff. And I just took a break from social media for 3-4 weeks. I just wasn't in the mindset, the headspace I would just contemplating it because I wanted to do so much things which I wanted him to see. And I think from that experience, it definitely shaped my mindset to get more, to connect more with people, to network, to speak up, to interact. Because before that, in my motivational speaking accounts, I was just doing videos and I was speaking in front of a camera, but I wasn't doing that in real life. So I wasn't truthful in the first maybe 1.5 years of my posting content. And yeah, after that experience, I just started taking more responsibility, more accountability, because you feel like you're in that position. You have to make it now. It just boosts the motivation up so much. And as you said previously, you are really connected with your family. After that experience, I got really connected with my family. I also went back to my country with my grandma and just connected with all of them. I connected with my dad's sister and all his family, who I haven't seen since I was 5. So it was nice to connect with them and see just see who I'm doing it for. Because before I was doing it for a few people. Now when I went to that country, there's so many people there, so many families, so many friends, and I didn't even recognize that at first. And it's just, when that happened, my heart just dropped. I just don't want to carry on. I was pretty low point. And I know as a motivational speaker, the stereotype is they should be motivated every single time, every single day, every single second. But I don't think that's true. I think motivational speaker is, you don't have to be motivated, but you have to never give up. Whatever happens, you can reflect for a bit of time, but you have to continue to keep going. And I haven't shared that to my audience. I've shared that to a bit of my audience, the ones who are close, the ones who I felt and the trust was there. And I wanted to share it here because from our interactions and from this conversation right now, I feel that trust is very much there. And I wanted to share that. I think that is why there's been more self-doubt, imposter syndrome, because it happened 1 year back. 1 year ago, I'm 24. And I got a lot of imposter syndrome 4 days after, which was coincidentally my birthday. And it's just, I think that like contributed to the desire to no contributed to burning desire, contributed to the purpose to make it happen. And I can't like when I speak about it, I can go really, really deep, but I just wanted to share that and how that has impacted me and why the imposter syndrome has came. And that's all I wanted to say. Maybe I need to pause for just a bit of time and just let you speak for just a little, little while.
Yeah, man, this is so inspiring because you remind me Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you know the story of Cristiano Ronaldo, right? He wanted to make his parents like so proud. And if you remember, his dad passed, and like yeah, I mean many things happened, and he felt like, my God, I'm doing everything for my parents, and now it's like, who gonna see me basically? And so, I mean, you see what he's been. So the thing is like sometimes like there is even in our life where like the world like goes down and like crazy things happen and we feel so down and but for me I really, and being in Asia, I really work on that more, and I'm really grateful for that because I get to be more connected spiritually, so I see things a bit differently, and I believe that um like that like there is always like a way, and so I have a really good friend. She's really my circle of friend. She lost her dad also when she was really young, and actually that even like make her who she is right now, because she totally left the country. She moved to Seattle. She built something really big and came back. So it's really interesting the how you gonna, I mean, already your mindset about that, because like you already here and you decide to really be selfless, and to really show to people like you're there for them basically. You could like spend so much time on you and have this grief, right, and it's really spend your time for that, but you understand also that um, I mean, life goes on, and maybe like he's giving you strength in a certain way. I don't know how it works, but really to show to you the word that this thing like have a bigger, uh, like gonna help you to really achieve your highest purpose and things. I'm sure because from the people I met also here, and I could see when this kind of event happened in their life, there is so much growth. There is so much growth, and like they become more humble, they become more genuine, they become more authentic. And your authenticity, I think, on social media and like what I can feel as your energy, this is something you need to keep, and you need to go like 100%. This is what I'm doing also, um, because what you said before about yeah, I mean, yeah, you took responsibility, but also like you wanted to be more transparent. You open, okay, to your audience, but you said that as a motivational speaker, people might expect you to be always motivated and things like that. For me, it's not like that, because motivation is okay, is helping you to have this fire inside, and to start to build something, but it goes beyond that, as you said, and this is so important. You said it's about not giving up. So you don't need to put too much pressure on you, and same, this is what I do also. It's like it doesn't really matter what people expect from us. It's like what you expect of yourself.
Quick stoppage. If you haven't already, comment below what is your burning desire just in the comments, or if you're watching from Spotify, just in the pause. Let's get back into the episode.
because I see my life as a workshop, you know, like I try this, doesn't work. Okay, I move to this. Okay, this work. Okay, this is how I take decision actually. If I make this decision and it helps me to achieve my purpose, I do it 100%. If I'm gonna take this decision and it bring me there, it's not gonna help me to achieve my goal. I don't do it anymore. And when I was younger, it really freaked me out. It's something that really scared me. It's like, okay, there is two roads. If I take this road, the road A, I'm not gonna take the road B. And it really scared me because I was like, okay, because I was so curious. I want to do this. I want to do that, and I really was scared. And now I understand a bit more. I was like, okay, Jonathan, you cannot be a doctor. You cannot be this. You cannot. I mean, you could, but is it really the thing that you want to do? No. And once you also define the thing that you don't like, it's helping you to know what you like and goes to the direction that where you wanna go. So yeah, this is the thing. You say also like to focus too much on the results sometimes is not good. Like and Bob Proctor also told me about this thing. It was really interesting. And yeah. So the thing I wanted to ask you, like, how will you show to the world that stuttering can be an asset for you? This I really want to know because about burning desire we cover it a bit, but like yeah,
Those words were really inspiring, and I really value the comparison of Cristiano Ronaldo because he is my hero. I'd say I do post and I watch videos about him a lot in terms of what he's went through, especially the last few years. He did lose his baby, and he was going through a tough time at the club, and then he was forced out. But I don't want to go too much like into that because that goes more into the football part. But it is a very inspiring journey, and I do try to resonate with him as much as I can because he is very inspiring and motivating as well. I think with your question, how to make people view stuttering as a gift or like a
an asset. Yeah,
asset, yeah. So I think it's I think that's a really great, interesting question, especially for the people who stutter and for the people who have something which holds them back. I view it as an asset because it just makes me me. Because without it, I'd be like normal. And do you really want to be normal, or do you want to have something that differentiates you? Do you want a unique selling point? What is your gift? Like, what are you like? There has to be something that separates every single one like of us. It could be something which we've had from birth. It could be our mindset. It could be our beliefs. It could be actions. It could be the legacy we showcase or leave at the end. And yeah, it's just viewing it as something which makes me different and something which people don't expect, and I use it as inspiration by going into lots of situations. For example, interviews. I do have a part-time job. I've led 3 groups in 3 modules last term as the leader, and it's just what makes me me, and I wouldn't change it for whatever because I I don't want to be like other people. I want something which differentiates me and makes me stand out, and I think that's the thinking behind it. I don't think there's nothing really else much to it. Maybe if I go more deeper, it would be similar along to I want to do it because I want to make myself stand out. I want it to act as my USP. I want to show people that even if you have a stutter, even if you have anything which is like whatever you have, it shouldn't hold you back. You should go out there and do what you love. And I see a lot of TikTok and Instagram videos, YouTube videos as well. Lots of people who suffer from something, but they made it big on a certain social media app because they have been truthful, they're being like authentic, and other people have resonated with it and then followed them because they want to keep a part of their journey. And I think that is my mission as well, trying to be authentic and genuine as possible. And doing things like this will help more towards that, like these deep conversations, behind the scenes type of things, nothing recorded or like edited, something which is coming out genuine, authentic. And it's just wanting to make myself different from other people and to show the world that whatever you have, don't let it hold you back. Go out and give your absolute best.
Yes, I'm writing down whatever you have. Sure, like about and the thing that it's a gift basically, right? Whatever you have, like use it as a gift, right? And this is yeah, this I love it. I mean, in terms of like authenticity, actually, that's why I'm asking the question. Why? Because um, we born with family with this kind of environment, this kind of condition, etc. I knew that when I born like in this very small village. I mean, the amount of effort in terms of like dreaming big it requires to really get out of this. It was interesting, but so this is my story. It's like the fact that I've been there, the fact that like working. I mean, cleaning the street when I was 16 to make some money. All these things. At the first, you don't see it as nice. You feel like, damn, boy, I'm here. What am I doing? My friend like go to like it's the holidays, and I spend time to to clean the street and to make some money. Um, so I that's what I like to remind people also. It's like when they're past a really hard challenge right now, like now, past few weeks or past few months, etc., or like they might think it's going to be the same next week or next month. What I like to remind them also is, and I really remind myself when something happened, I'm like, Jordan, this is a moment in your life where you're gonna use it as a strength. So this happened for a great reason. And then after you're gonna connect the dots. Right now, I perceive it as something negative. Turns out to be great, and I'm gonna be grateful for that. And that's what I like to remind people when they talk about it. I say like, go back like three months or 3 years ago. Some things happen in your life that you perceive as something negative, and now you're grateful that it happened, right? And so, and they say yes. And so the thing is, mostly in our this is the kind of things happen is we born a certain way, we have this kind of environment, and to use it as a string as an asset, I believe this is the right way. Why? Because it makes us unique, and this is the authenticity that you talk about. It's like, don't try to hide where you're from, don't try to hide that. Like my brother, he has a dyslexia, I think in English you call it like this. And my mom asked me like, Jordan, should he go to university like you and your other brother, because we are four brothers. So this is because it's me. My other brother is 30. Jorel, and there is two others, and they are twins. And one of the twins, Dylan, he had dyslexia. People make fun of him sometimes at school, etc. And my mom said, like, should he go to university? Because he didn't really like school. I said to her, look, he's really great with his hand. You know, he could like build this, build that. And I said, I think this is the wrong move if you go to university. Because being in university, I could see that sometimes it's like they try to fit you in a box. You know, you need to think this way. I mean, personally, it was like this for me. Like in architecture, you use your left brain. Like it's very logical. You know, mathematic. I mean, it's like this. And my brother was really creative. He worked with his hand. I said, look, put him somewhere where he can really expand his gift. And man, turns out like he did so great that right now, I mean, his life is it's so interesting. I mean, so he worked in Switzerland. Now what he's doing, he built some, you know, this kind of tables where you have so the feet of the table is like steel and the table is wood, but in the middle they put like resin, you know, where like you can see it's kind of transparent, you know, so it's like right in the middle of this big table you have this resin and you have a drawing. Sometimes it's like looks like a river, like a river in the middle of the of the table. This is what he's doing. So it's really amazing and people love it and people buy his table and he really enjoy it. I ask him question about it and he live his best life. He's so happy. And so that's what I mean. It's like sometimes we born in a certain way, we have some challenges, mostly at school, because yeah, we tend to criticize people, etc. But this is the greatest gift that we can have. It's like use this thing, use the thing that makes you feel not normal, and when you use that and you go through this fear, then after people are gonna respect you way more. And you can see it like every day on X or Twitter. Many people talk about it also, like, you know, they had a problem with writing or speaking, and they use that and now become like big speaker, or they have podcasts, or they are great writers. So yeah, I believe it's really important to use this kind of gift, as you said. Yeah.
This is the last time I will stop you during this podcast episode, I promise. But be sure to comment below what is your burning desire. Let's get back into the episode. That is a really inspiring story about your brother. That's pretty inspiring because he was dyslexic, which is how we say like it in this country. And he didn't let that stop him from doing what he wanted. And now it sounds like he's doing great. He's satisfied. Like, I wouldn't say satisfied, I would say joyed and happy, I think, and very passionate about it too. So that's really inspiring to hear. And with university, I think I agree mostly with it. I think in certain modules, maybe in marketing, they do try to impose a belief on you. But I think with modules like marketing, it can really, it's like a creative module, right? And you can use that knowledge and transfer it into your content, which right now, like I am doing a digital marketing module and I'm taking everything I learned from there and putting it into my content and just learning, not just in, not just university learning the basic things, but I'm trying to learn things which will help me in the future. With modules, I think in university they do try to force you into the logical way of thinking, but in certain modules like marketing, it's more creative and you have to take a bit of a proactive approach. But I can just say that for marketing, as for The other modules, I would agree with what you are saying, logical, rational thinking. And I just wanted to ask my final question, which is about about your burning desire. Do you think that burning desire will change, or like once you like achieve it, or will it like level up and turn into something even greater?
That's a great question. I want to show you something. Um, where is it? I think it's here. Wait a minute. Um, oh, I forgot where I put it. But basically, it's what I get from Bob Proctor. I was like on a seminar with him, and so it's like you have the thoughts. I could write down on the desk. It's okay. So basically, we have our thoughts like this, thoughts that bring into ideas, and those ideas give us some desire, like that. You can see, okay, thought, ideas, desire. So usually this is how it works. Like we have thoughts, we build ideas, and then we start, like once we have these ideas, we start to have a desire about something that we want to do. But having a burning desire, for me, it comes really from what I said before, right? Like you really feel inside. So it's more connected, I believe, to our purpose. So many people, I say, like, oh, what's my purpose? I don't know what's my purpose, etc., etc. I think along the way you find out. For me, I wanted to learn more about who I am here. What am I doing? I know this kind of question sometimes, like not everyone understand it and want to go deeper into that. But here I have a section for book, especially about spirituality, because I want to go deeper into that. And so I start to understand, like, where this thing come from, and where this so basically what's my purpose on earth and why I'm here. And then once I found out, I was like, now I understand why I'm like more connected with people. That's why I feel this kind of thing when I'm close to people, and I share more about my knowledge, and I'm so excited and I'm passionate about this. So it's like connecting the knowledge from what I wanted to learn about spirituality, and connecting my deeper feeling. I think we all have this thing. It's like when a doctor is really great with people who, like, you feel that this willingness to really help people in a certain way. So like, okay, that's the thing I'm supposed to do here. I'm supposed to help people in this way, and as a doctor, surgeon, or whatever. And is this thing gonna change? I don't know. For me, it's something that it's connected, because I think we have like one purpose, like we're gonna reach this thing. Like we really feel inside that this is what we're supposed to do. Might change along the way, I don't know. But for me, this is something that, yeah, it's inner to us, and like we have this thing, like once you vibrate, once you like you feel connected with something, and you're like, okay, I really feel that this is the right thing to do, like righteousness. And like, okay, you just know it. Okay, this is the thing that makes me feel like that, so I'm going for it. But sometimes it doesn't mean that it makes you feel comfortable, because sometimes people say, like, oh, you need to follow what you love. Yes, because everything's going to enhance what you want to do. But trust me, calling 10 people, like cold calling, to make sure that people are able to to get what you feel it's your purpose, right? Like to really make, let's say, helping people, and you're gonna take your phone and record a video, which is extremely uncomfortable. So you won't like it. Like going to the gym. People like, I go every day, but doesn't mean that sometimes I go as I 5:30 because I like to do everything in the morning. So after, because my day starts strong, like quite fast with the dogs, etc. So I need some time for me to stay focused. But there is some day you just don't want to do it. And so, but because you have this big idea, and you have this purpose, and you know that this is where you want to go, then you're gonna have this moment where, like, yeah, you don't feel comfortable, you don't want to do it. But yeah, it's about, again, like, about discipline, about consistency, and the thing that that you really want to achieve. So it's like a battle every day. But yeah, for me, this burning desire inside is like, since I'm kid, this, when you see so many things, like you get rejection so much, it creates so much friction, that I knew that, because I didn't grow up around money. And so it was something that came up again and again and again, the lack, always the lack of this, lack of that. And so it built something inside of me where, like, I know I have this reason to change the whole thing, really to make a change, like, at a bigger scale. Why? Because this, I feel I can do it. I learned about the potential. I learned that we can do anything we set our mind to. And this was my path, because I had this burning desire to be so curious, to go deep, and to get more information about that. So yeah, that's my takeaway on this. I hope I answered the question.
That that was a perfect answer response to that question. I think comfort. There are days which I don't really want to do nothing as well. There are days which I'm questioning whether I should keep going or if it's worth it. I think that ties back into what we talked about with imposter syndrome previously. And it's just, I think purpose acts as motivation to continue to keep going like to it every single day. And I writ I written down a quote which I wanted to share, which was like, I heard it yesterday from watching a TED short. So it's the TEDX shorts, and and one of the speakers said, "Passion is not a plan. Passion is a feeling. Passion is not a plan. Passion is a feeling." And when I heard that quote, is really powerful, because you can become you can become passionate in something, but that's mainly going to be in the beginning stages. Then as you continue on, you're going to have times where you don't want to keep going, or the passion could have went down because you ain't seen the results which you desire. So having a passion, having a purpose, and having a plan gets you to continue to keep going, builds that consistency and drivenness and determination. That is one quote I really wanted to share. I'll say it one more time. Passion is not a plan, but a feeling, but a feeling. And that absolutely hit me hard.
Let me ask you, and after so we can start another call next time. I would be really, really happy to do that. My next question is, when it's the time that you gonna have your own TED talk?
To be honest, to be honest with you, there is a society within my university who do TEDx. I'm in the process of joining it, so that's the next stage, and hopefully I get the opportunity there to speak, because that is the next step for me to go for it. And it's just in the process, the application process, but it is really good you asked that question, because I gave I gave a I gave a timely response to that. But it's it is going to be something very different. I haven't spoke on stage. I've spoke in presentations, but I've never spoke on stage. I've always spoken on camera, but I am trying new things. And the first talk, I don't think it's going to be my best one, but I'm gonna like enjoy it and take the lesson like on board. So I'm very excited to do that. And once I do join, I'm very I will hopefully be able to document that progress and that part of my journey.
Yeah, I think this is a great way also to really document your journey. This is what I try to do more and more. I got that from Russell Brunson, and actually that's a great point. That's what I want to share with you, because he speak on stage quite often, but he always like have this anxious feeling as well, because he's front of like thousands of entrepreneurs. So he's the guy who created the ClickFunnels, if you know. It's like a sales funnel, yeah, about marketing. And he says something that really also helped me in terms of with this imposter syndrome. He said that the moment where I realized that when I was on stage, like in front of all these entrepreneurs, he started to think like, who am I actually to tell them like what to do about their business, marketing, etc. And he said, they are not here to judge me. They are here like how I look, how I talk, etc. They are here for the kind of information that I have. And this is totally true, because if you watch YouTube video or whatever video you watch, people are busy. Usually everyone, we think like we are super busy, we have so many things to do. So everyone, even if they are not entrepreneur, they are thinking like this, because now like in this very area, everything goes so fast. So the thing is, if they are busy, they don't really have time to waste, which means when they watch a video like this recording, etc., when they're gonna watch this, they don't care how you look. They don't care like if you make a mistake, or like what they care about is the information that is shared. How this information that we are sharing right now gonna help them in their life. They don't really care too much. This is the information, this is the value that they get from this call. And once I understood that, I was like, my God, it freed me so much, because I was like, okay, it doesn't really matter that how you look, if you make mistake, my English is not that good, etc., etc. No, they come here to watch what you're doing, because they want to get this information. And on TEDx, this is great, because I'm not sure if I see, because I mean, because usually when they go to TEDx, they're already like good speaker, etc. But some people who make mistake, they find a very creative way to switch it and to turn it into something that actually people like respect. That they don't really care. They see the person, and they really respect the person who goes on stage, because many people in the audience, they wouldn't dare to do that. So he already put you in a certain position where it distinguished already. I mean, you're already distinct from others because of that. So yeah. I mean, to be honest, I really wish you all the best, and I want to know. I want to be the first to know when you do that, because yeah, as you said, it's a big milestone. I'm sure it must be in your goals, because yeah, once you do that, I mean, yeah, this is the kind of thing like once you do that, you feel like, wow, it's next level, you know. This is the moment, and then after maybe your career gonna boom blossom even more.
Well, well, the first lot of people I will tell is you. I will make sure if they do some kind of poster, I'll send it, and I will promote it all on my socials. And yeah, I'm really excited about that day. I will have nerves. I definitely will have nerves, but it will come at a time which isn't perfect, but the time which is what God thinks. You know, and I don't know if you believe in God or not, but I think I've became more like aligned with everything happens for a reason, not to look for the perfect time, but to just go out and do it. And if it happens, it happens, and things don't work out exactly how you want them to work out. So it's more so in regards to that mindset, but I appreciate the support, and whenever I do it, I'll send the message to you straight.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Man, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. I think we can because yeah, I check the time. Dilpreet, thank you so much for your time. It was really great. I hope people also who watch can really benefit from that. But I mean, I have one one big. I took note because I like to I like that. I mean, I want to remember also the things like what makes you like this, why you do this, etc. So and I learned from very wealthy people who told me like always make sure you take note when you read something or when you listen something. So so yeah, and thank you again. I'm really grateful. I hope like yeah what I've shared can be beneficial for many people and yeah, and until we go to the next call with different question, it might be interesting.
Just a massive thank, just a massive thanks for messaging me about having this deep conversation, because this has been a very deep, powerful conversation, and it shows both of our authenticity, and I'm really excited for our viewers to see this. And to just like finish it off, I will tag Jordan's social media right at the top or right at the bottom, and this will be released soon. And we will first release it in short form content, and then we will upload the full like unfiltered like episode after we released all the shorts. But this was a really incredible conversation, and I hope we can do it once more in the future.
Definitely.
Thank you guys for listening. I hope you took something value within this conversation. Follow our platforms with links just in the description. Like if this podcast episode resonated with you, and comment below your burning desire. I really appreciate you guys for listening to my first 2 podcast episodes and my first ever guest, Jordan Hogg, and just until next time, shoot your shot.